Okay, so what if you could just skip the learning curve and become a marketing success basically overnight? Well, that's the big promise behind a system called the Affiliate Whisperer, and it is making some serious waves online. So today, let's separate the hype from the reality and figure out what this thing is really all about. And this is the claim right at the heart of it all. The entire sales pitch, really, is built on this one idea that you can just copy the exact steps of 5 total beginners and get immediate results, even if you are starting from absolute scratch. They put faces to these numbers too. They show you testimonials like Doug Billick, who they say made this exact amount in just 5 hours. And, in his own words, he was pretty stoked about it. And then you've got Stephanie Lewis. She's a total newcomer to this whole scene. And they say she was just amazed to pull in 5 sales in a little over an hour and a half. Not bad, right? But this one's probably the most powerful story they tell. Jerome Hodnett, a guy who apparently struggled for years, never made a single dollar online. And then, with this, he allegedly made $65 in his first 3 hours. He even said the experience almost brought a tear to my eye. So, what they're really selling you on is this idea of an all-inclusive ecosystem. It's not some course you have to study for weeks. Nope. It's a plug-and-play setup that supposedly takes just 10 minutes. And the biggest promises of all, traffic, guaranteed leads, and, you guessed it, zero hard work. Okay, so who is the person making all these incredible promises? Let's take a look at the creator behind the system. Get a load of this. This is a screenshot of the creator, Max Gerstenmeyer's Warrior Plus account, and it shows an unwithdrawn balance of over $180,000. This is used as direct proof of his success, with some suggesting it might be one of the biggest withdrawals the platform has ever seen. And look, it's not just him tooting his own horn. Independent reviewers back this up. They confirm he's a real heavy hitter in the affiliate marketing world, someone who is constantly, and I mean constantly, at the top of the leaderboards. All right, so we know who's behind it. Now let's move past the hype and peel back the curtain. What do you actually get inside this thing? The process is laid out as this super simple 4-step plan, all designed for quick wins. And honestly, step 1 alone is a huge deal for beginners. Getting approved for good offers can be tough. But from there, you just copy the strategy, turn on the traffic, and apparently enjoy the results. Digging a little deeper, the whole package has a few key parts. You get what they call Max's secret trick, that guaranteed offer approval we just talked about, and a pretty significant traffic boost that comes directly from him. And it's all backed up by more than 8 training modules that cover all the basics. But here's the thing. The initial marketing is kind of vague about how this all works, especially that guaranteed leads part. It makes you wonder, right? What's the actual mechanism behind the magic here? And here it is, the big reveal, is a platform called Connex, or Connex. This is the engine that drives that guaranteed leads promise. This is what they call Max's secret sauce. Now, this is where it gets really clever. With typical ads, you pay for every single click, right? Whether that person signs up or just leaves, you pay. But with Connex, it's a whole different game. You only pay for a verified lead, someone who actually subscribes to your list. So how cost-effective are we talking? Well, in one case study, a reviewer found that the cost per verified lead using this exact platform was as low as 27 cents. I mean, seriously, that is incredibly affordable if you're trying to build a targeted email list. Okay, the tool sounds pretty cool, right? But now we have to talk about the big gap between that aggressive marketing hype and the day-to-day reality of actually building a real business. This right here is the single biggest promise they make. You see it over and over again in the sales material, this idea that you can get these amazing results with no real effort on your part. But, and this is a huge but, you dig into the fine prints, into the product's own disclaimer, and what do you find? This quote. It totally contradicts the zero hard work headline and makes it perfectly clear that, yeah, your results are ultimately up to you. And critics point out a few other things to keep in mind. Those instant success stories, they're likely from an initial traffic push when the product launched. That's not a sustainable long-term business model. Real long-term success means building your own audience and trust over time. Look, this isn't a scam, but the marketing is definitely over the top. So where does that leave us? Is this whole thing just a hyped-up product? Or is there actually some real value here? What's the realistic verdict? Let's be really clear here. The program does offer real, tangible value. especially for beginners. Getting access to a proven offer, that initial traffic boost to get you motivated, the introduction to a powerful tool like Konex, and the structured training, all of those are really significant starting points. So, at the end of the day, the Affiliate Whisperer isn't some magic automated solution. It seems to be a valuable tool, but it's a tool, not a magic bullet. It offers a genuine head start, which for someone stuck at square one can be absolutely priceless. But you still have to take that start and build on it. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. Is a powerful head start worth navigating all the hype?